Trump has threatened to now prosecute Beyoncé. Put it up full mass. Man, I mean, at one time in his life, this would have been significant red meat for MAGA. I mean, they would have been celebrating this to the rooftop. Candace Owens would have done a whole series about the justification of this prosecution. Trump calls to prosecute Beyoncé based on a non-existent $11 million payment that never happened. Trump claimed in a Truth Social post that Beyoncé broke the law by supposedly getting paid $11 million for her endorsement of Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris. So he posted, quote, "I'm looking at the large amount of money owed by the Democrats after the presidential election, and the fact that they admit to paying, probably illegal, $11 million to singer Beyoncé for an endorsement she never sang, not one note, and left the stage to a booing and angry audience. You're not allowed to pay for an endorsement. It is totally illegal to do so. Kamala and all of those that received endorsement money broke the law. They should all be prosecuted. Thank you for your attention to this matter." You know, it would kind of be something to kind of say, well, what's going on here? If he wasn't president of the United States. I say that because he's in charge of the Department of Justice. He's in charge of the Attorney General. Every investigative agency that has the prowess and the jurisdiction is under his leadership. My point is he could send an email rather than a Truth Social post, and it would actually have much more credibility inside of the agency to investigate. Him putting it on Truth Social, well, that's to MAGA. That's not serious. All right, so a Harris spokesperson referred CNN, referred to a November social media post by Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles. She called the claim of a $10 million payment a lie and noted it was taken down by Instagram as false information. It never happened. Beyonce did not receive a penny for speaking at a presidential candidate rally in Houston, Knowles wrote. Federal campaign spending records show $165,000 payment from the Harris campaign to Beyonce's production company, which the campaign listed as a campaign event production expense. That's actually fitting for the caliber of celebrity and the work she performed. The Harris campaign spokesperson told Deadline last year that they didn't pay celebrity endorsers, but were required by law to cover the costs connected to their appearances, which is true. The White House did not immediately respond to a CNN request late Saturday for any evidence of Trump's $11 million figure. When Trump previously invoked the baseless figure during an interview in February, he described his source in the vaguest of terms, quote, "Somebody just showed me something. They gave her $11 million, end quote. And by somebody, he means a debunked story on Instagram. Okay, all right, Jackson. So the man, so here's what literally happened. The guy was online, he's scrolling. There's this debunked story that has been classified as just somebody just put it out there and it was a lie. He comes across it somehow. He then decides, without checking it, without calling anybody, without even Googling, he decides to post it and say, I'm looking into this now.
He needs something, man. He needs something. I mean, I had to mute this. You know, it's kind of low key good that we got all this virtual digital stuff, because I'm just back here laughing the whole time you telling this story. Just like, what is wrong with this dude? like what is he doing? He has no clue what he's doing. I mean, he's completely in over his head. But I think what's so fascinating about this is it just showcases how magnificently unintelligent he is, but he's also just losing his luster in every category. Because you could look at clips of him from like 2015 or before. He's a lot more quick-witted, but no matter what, he's always just been full of BS, just nothing but BS and swindle. But now he's just slow and tired, and you know, like his veins is clogged and he got to drag his ankles around and stuff. So He's just not having a good time. And he's never known what he's doing with anything because he's never been anything but a huckster. So now, like, all this weight's just piling on his shoulders. And also, there's real issues in the country and the world, and he's not prepared to deal with any of these things in any type of significant way. And so, I mean, all of this is just collapsing around this Epstein issue. I mean, it is a big issue. It's not like it's some small thing. So, but it's just like, this is all he's ever been. This is who this man has always been from day one. A hollow, vapid sack of. Sorry if I can't say that, but that's what he is. It's just what he is.
Yeah, and here's the amazing expression that's happening now. He has always been emotionally immature. He's an emotionally immature human being. We've heard these reports from producers at The Apprentice. We've heard from people that worked for him at his former businesses. And they all have one conclusion, including those that have been his lawyers. The man has no impulse control. He's emotionally immature. And we are to somehow accept that a man who's emotionally immature, has no impulse control today, somehow demonstrated significant moral clarity and impulse control while he was with the most prolific human sex trafficker in American history. It makes no sense. All right, we got to wake up.